Are you concerned about the market?
A lot of activity, you don't know what's going on.
Cryptos are down. Bitcoin is down 50%. The stock market is down. Many people are asking this question. Is this the end of crypto? Or if you are like me, are you wondering, is this only temporary? Could there be something cooking in the background?
I get to wake up every morning at 5 a.m. make some soup. It's the best.
If you are new to my channel, first off, thank you for watching. I am Crypto Chef. My first name is Stacy, a former real professional chef. I started investing later in life, and I'm now on a mission to achieve a minimum of $1,000 a day in passive income, with primary emphasis on cryptocurrency trading, and also to educate and share my strategies and recipes with you. Keep in mind that none of this information is financial advice. All trading comes with risk, and you are strongly urged to do your own research. Today, I'm going to show you an opportunity for passive income by staking 2 tokens in a liquidity pool that is currently paying a 557% APY. And that number changes, it fluctuates daily. So sometimes it goes higher than that, sometimes just a little bit lower, but it is still a pretty aggressive APY. Now, I just want to let you know, I've personally initially dipped my toe in this investment because I just wanted to test it out. That's usually the way I approach things, especially if they're marked as volatile and risky, and so far the results have been favorable. So today I'm going to do a little tutorial, if you stick around to the end of this video, and I'm going to show you how to purchase the 2 tokens and then provide them for liquidity, and then stake those liquidity pool tokens into a liquidity pool where you can earn aggressive APY. There are 2 platforms I'm going to be using. One of them is Dystopia and the other one is Penrose. And both of these are part of the Spear Finance ecosystem. If you want to learn more about Spear Finance and the ecosystem, and quantum liquidity as a service is something that Spear Finance is offering to projects in order to have their treasuries and their liquidity pools remain full from passive income opportunities, I highly recommend you check out the Spear Finance channel on YouTube and watch some of these videos. So today specifically, I will be showing you how to provide liquidity to the Dystopia platform. And what will happen after that is you'll get liquidity pool tokens as a receipt. I'm going to be showing you how to go to Penrose and to stake those liquidity pool tokens into Penrose for a very aggressive APY that's up to 1.5% per day. And in this bear market, that's something that's very rare to find. So let's get into this. All right, so you may be asking yourself, why 2 platforms? Why Dystopia and why Penrose? At a high level, Dystopia and Penrose are providing high yields on token pairs on the Polygon network provided as liquidity. Now, if you didn't know this, a liquidity pool is always 2 split tokens, 50-50, that are input into the liquidity pool. Liquidity refers to the ease or the efficiency with which an asset or security can be converted into ready cash without affecting its market price. Now, in the world of crypto and on an exchange platform, liquidity refers to providing tokens into the exchange, so therefore that would increase the liquidity so that transactions can occur much more easily. And in return, the person providing liquidity gets rewards. So why is the outlook so good for Dystopia and Penrose? They are part of the Quantum Liquidity as a Service program that is provided by Spear Finance. This benefits project platforms' treasuries with additional passive income to help with the liquidity. Now, you can stake your liquidity pool tokens into Dystopia. However, you would get a more maximized yield if you stake your liquidity pool tokens into Penrose. So let's move on to the next step. All right, so hopefully you should see my phone screen. I'm going to go ahead and purchase some Matic for this demonstration. We're going to go ahead and get into this demonstration right now. And the first thing I'm going to need is some Polygon Matic on my MetaMask wallet. But how I normally do it is I go to the crypto.com DeFi wallet, okay, and you'll probably see a little snippet on the screen there. So it's the Crypto.com DeFi wallet is what I use. I will click the buy button, and then if I don't see it right here, I hit where it says see more next to top coins on the right side, and then if I have to, I can use the magnifying glass and I search for Matic, M-A-T-I-C. All right, and when I see Matic, I go ahead and select Polygon Matic. Now this is really important. You got 3 options here. Make sure you select Polygon as the network where it says select network. This is very, very important. Unless if you don't do this correctly, it'll be a headache, okay? So I'm gonna click next, okay? And then I'm gonna put the quantity that I need. I'm just gonna get a little bit, probably just gonna put in about 40 bucks just for demonstration purposes, $20 of one token, $20 of another token for this video. So I'm gonna put 80 in here. I'm going to go ahead and put next. I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything looks good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and approve this purchase. Okay, and let's see if the coins have arrived. All right, let's take a look. So I'm gonna go back. Looks like they have arrived. There is an increase in my balance. And so we'll take a look here. Okay, so the next thing I do is I send my Polygon to my MetaMask. So now I personally like to use a QR code reader. I find that that is super helpful. What I'll do is I will put the address into a QR code reader. I'll go to MetaMask. I have to make sure I'm on the Polygon mainnet here, so that's what's real important. I'm gonna click my address. All right, now I'm gonna get the QR code reader up. These are free. You can just search. The one I use for Windows is called Code2 QR Code Desktop Reader and Generator. It's totally free. It's in the App Store. I hit generate mode on, and then on generate mode on, I will put the QR code of the receiving address of my MetaMask, and then I get the QR code. And then what I can do, which is really cool, is I can go ahead and send it. I go to Matic balance, I select Polygon, okay? I'm gonna hit send, okay? I'm gonna hit recipient address. There's this little box right here with a line in it. That's the QR code reader. Okay, I will pull the QR code reader back up, read it. Okay, just did that. Everything looks good. It's Polygon on Polygon, and then I hit next. Then I'm gonna put max amount. I'm gonna hit send, and everything should be good. Once it looks at me, everything is fine. I'm gonna put it fast because it doesn't cost too much difference if you make it fast. Okay, select fast, ready, go. All right, so that's on its way. All right, so the next thing we do is check and see if our Matic has arrived. So I'm gonna click the little MetaMask guy up here, MetaMask Fox. Yep, looks like it just showed up. Let's move on to the next step. All right, so I'm gonna take a moment and I'm gonna talk about hardware wallets, okay? They're also called cold storage wallets. So I cannot recommend this enough. With the recent things that have been going on in the world of crypto lately, I don't know if you heard about Celsius locking up a lot of its customers and users' cryptos on the site where they were having liquidity issues, like we're talking about liquidity. In other words, people are not able to get their cryptos off the exchange. I cannot recommend enough that whenever you're purchasing any cryptos off of KuCoin, Binance, any of these exchanges, Coinbase, that you would use a cold storage wallet. It's also known as a hardware wallet. I personally use Trezor Model T. I highly recommend it. For me, it's been very easy to use. It's been very easy to connect to my MetaMask, so that all of my cryptos in my MetaMask wallet are safely secured using the Trezor Model T. It just adds a couple more layers of security. It basically takes your cryptos off of hot storage on the internet. If you're interested, there's a link in the description for the Trezor Model T. I highly, highly recommend it. I will tell you firsthand, this investment will pay for itself in a very short period of time. Because your cryptos are going to be safe and you can sleep comfortably at night, not worrying about your cryptos out there on an exchange or out there on a hot wallet where there's always that possibility of somebody coming in and hacking your hot wallets and stealing all your crypto. So I recommend the Trezor Model T. Link is in the description. All right, so I'm basically going to go through the simple steps of what we're going to do to provide liquidity first to Dystopia and then stake those liquidity pool tokens on Penrose. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the Dystopia website. I'll leave the link in my description below. Here I am on the Dystopia main site. I'm in the swap section because I am going to need to convert my Matic to the Dystopia token because the particular pool I'm going to go into, let me show you right quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the liquidity pool that we're eventually going to get into. I'm doing one of the more volatile ones, one of the higher APY ones. On this particular page in Penrose, I'm on app Penrose money. I'm in the stake area. Basically what you can do here, just to kind of show you, is you can look at all of these different liquidity pools where you would pair tokens and provide them in the liquidity pool. It shows you the different average percentage rate that are available. Some of these are volatile and some of these are stable. The one I've chosen is a Dystopia Matic pool. So what you can do to get there easily is you can just in the search field type in DYST, and then what happens is all of the Dystopia pools come up. And the one I have chosen is this one, and it's because this one, there's basically two of them that are identical. One says volatile and one says stable, but I'm choosing the one that says volatile because it has more total value locked in there, over $120,000, and it's currently yielding at a 550%. So notice that APR changes, it fluctuates with the amount of people getting in and out of the liquidity pool, and this is the one we're going to get into. So what I have to do is I have to have 50% of my tokens in Wrapped Matic and the other 50% in Dystopia. So one easy way to get that taken care of is I'm going to be on the swap side on Dystopia. I'm going to connect my wallet. I have my hardware wallet hooked up because I'm going to have to make some decisions there. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Matic to Wrapped Matic. So let me just do that, get that out of the way. So I'm just going to do 40 there, 40 Matic to 40 Wrapped Matic. Pretty much feel like this is going to be pretty set in stone. Let's see how it works here. All right, it's very, very inexpensive to do this. I also like to sometimes I like to speed up the process, but in this case, I'm just going to hit confirm. This is what I love about a cold wallet is you have to approve every single transaction for it to come off of your cold wallet. Okay, this is the process where it begins to wrap the Matic. So we're going to just take a look here and wait till it gets done. Looks like we have wrapped Matic now. And then I'm going to keep this right here and I'm going to go to the Dystopia. So I'm going to click Dystopia right here. And same thing, I'm going to use 40 Matic for Dystopia. Another thing I can do is check to see if my wrapped Matic has showed up. It's right there. All right, we'll wait till that Dystopia fills up correctly. We're just going to wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and hit swap. So just to recap, I transferred Matic over to my MetaMask wallet. Now I just traded regular Matic to wrapped Matic, so 40 of those, and I traded 40 Matic to Dystopia. So now I've got both of the tokens that I need. So then the next step is to go in and provide liquidity. So what you do here is you click liquidity. I'm going to look for that liquidity pool that I showed you earlier. So I typed in DYST in the search field, and what I'm looking for is wrapped Matic and Dystopia. So it's real important I get into this volatile pool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click manage. And one thing I've noticed is if I can toggle this a little bit, it's going to bring up what I need to see here. So I got the wrapped Matic and I got the Dystopia. I'm going to put a max there. And then for some reason, it's not reading the second token yet. So let me just go ahead and refresh. Yep, there they are. So now I'm going to click max. Okay, notice how those showed up after I refreshed. I'm in the volatile pool, so I just got to make sure everything looks good. Now at this point, I'm going to add liquidity. So I'm depositing liquidity, and in return, I'm going to get liquidity pool tokens. So I'm going to hit add liquidity. Everything looks good. I'm going to have to approve it. Very, very small transaction fee. All right. Now in return, like I said, I'm going to get like a receipt of liquidity pool tokens. And those I'm going to take over to Penrose, and I'm going to stake those into Penrose for that more aggressive APY. So here we go. We're just waiting on those to be finalized there. All right, everything looks good. It's all green. This is exactly what we want. Okay, before I go to the next step, I want to talk about like what I've recently done 4 days ago to kind of give you an idea of why I think this is a good investment. Okay, so I'm going to go over to Penrose again, and right here I have been in the volatile, yeah, this one right here. So I want you to take a look at this. $140.32. All right, pay attention to that. And it's currently at a 550% APR. Now, I want to show you a little snapshot of what I put in 4 days ago. Give me a second here, I'll pull it up. So check this out. A few days ago, on the 23rd of June, I put in $133.43. Keep that in mind, okay? Because I'm just testing the waters, right? Now, got $140.32, which is pretty cool. And my rewards, if I click into this, I've got $9.38. So I already did the math. That is 1.7% per day. That's pretty good. So this is why I'm dipping my toe in this. Now, what could possibly go wrong is if the price of Dystopia crashes, that's going to be a problem. So that's what we don't want. But I have a lot of confidence that Matic is going to continue to go up. Matic was recently on a pretty good surge. Spear is also Spear Finances, which is this big total ecosystem that these are a part of. I believe that that's going to appreciate over time because it's now a deflationary token. And then these two tokens here, Dystopia and Matic, I believe are going to be stable or move on upward. So for me, this is well worth, dipping my toe in, taking a look and seeing what this thing will do. The next step, and basically the last step, now that we have our liquidity pool tokens, yep, right there. So then we go to, basically we're right here, we go to Penrose. So wrap Matic, Dystopia, volatile. Now I'm going to deposit. So I probably just need to refresh. So DYST, we're looking for the volatile, which is this one. We hit refresh. Sometimes you have to do that. Now let's see if it sees our tokens. Yes, now it sees our tokens, our liquidity pool tokens that we are now going to provide into Penrose. And I'm going to hit deposit and stake. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, now you always want to leave some regular Matic in your wallet. That's very important. Like I left about 5 because you're going to have to use regular Matic for fees. Now we wait. All right, I just had to refresh my page. Okay, now we have $184.02 in the protocol. It's now showing a 548%, and we still have our $9.37 of earnings. So that's going to build over time. What we can do with that is I can claim it and then I can restake it, so I can compound my rewards that I'm getting from this to get a better APR. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of the week.